make a quart of tea from one tea bag.
I do a whole pitcher of iced tea.
Exactly. So so you get their incredible values because of that. Because they don't get bitter, you could steep them for hours and hours.
I don't know. Did I just walk behind you? Was that up? Oh, geez.
You're sneaking behind me? I can't turn my back on you now.
I know, I looked like I was like stalking you or something.
Great.
It's creepy. Sorry. I don't know what's on. Is there a full moon? Something.
I think there might be, or maybe last night.
Okay,
I think we're pretty close.
There we go.
Yeah, that must
no
be
surprise. I feel like the moon is, I'm blaming it on the moon tonight. All right, we are gonna move. This is exciting. This is for the birthday.
Yes.
We have two of many of our favorites. This is right up there in our big favorites of things we take every day. And we're doing this in a special way. We're gonna talk about cinnamon. We're gonna talk about cranberry benefits. If you decide to order both, whatever size you're getting, you're going to get an additional savings. So for example, most of us are going to go with a 240 size. If you order a 240 size, check this out, of the cranberry benefits, and then you decide to order a 240 size of the cinnamon, you're going to get $20 off the cinnamon.
The already special price.
The already special price. So the cinnamon becomes $29.90 if you order for $49.90 the cranberry.
Or they both become $39.90.
Exactly, however you want to look at it.
But so we did this once before. I think we did it with fruitful antioxidant extracts and cruciferous vegetable extracts. And it was surprising. We ended up, the response was astounding.
Yeah.
So we figured these are two products that have become extremely popular in the last several years. And I just thought it would be a great way to get them into even more people's hands, because these are two products when it comes to, say, cinnamon, in terms of having another tool to help manage our blood sugar metabolism, our glucose metabolism, insulin metabolism. It's an incredible, wonderful, natural gift. And then in terms of cranberry and urinary tract health, and these two products both have just remarkable reviews in terms of being close to perfection, about 95% positive reviews. I think cranberry is about 4.6 or
4.8 on the cranberry and 4.7 on the cinnamon.
So
huge
as you can see,
picks.
Almost all the reviews are 5-star and 4-star reviews. Yep. If you look there on the cinnamon, all but 30 or 40 reviews are 4 or 5 stars, and about 90% of the reviews are 5-star reviews. So they're both incredibly well-reviewed products. When it comes to the cinnamon, you get to see the benefits firsthand. And it's something that for decades I looked for an ingredient that could help support in terms of blood sugar metabolism and insulin metabolism. And the best I could always say was to make sure you're getting adequate levels of your B vitamins, make sure you're getting adequate levels of trace minerals. There wasn't a specific ingredient that I could really describe specific studies and specific benefits in terms of those attributes. But cinnamon is that now. So if you want an extra tool to work with your doctor to manage something that's incredibly important, then cinnamon is it. If you want a daily tool to help support and promote the best health of your urinary tract, bladder, kidneys, then without a doubt it's cranberry. It's been recognized as such for more than 1,000 years. The science is now crystal clear that it delivers these benefits. So you get an opportunity to get either one of these at great pricing today. And if you decide to get the same size, and whether it's a 60 and a 60 or a 240 and a 240, you save additional.
There we go. I'm going to show you what the choices are. As you call in to order or as you log on to hsn.com, I shop with my phone. That's the way I shop here. If you have not downloaded the app yet, it literally takes a minute. And it is so easy to shop on that app. So usually it's just a buy now, click. It's so easy. Today, right now, they're asking to type in an item number. So it's 093534. So if you're on hsn.com or if you are on your phone ordering, you do it, they're going to ask you to put that item number in 093534, and then you just decide the size you want. So I'll show you what the sizes are real quickly. It's a 30, a 60, a 120, or a 240 cap supply. So you choose the size. And then remember, so for example, if this is the cranberry benefits, now if you decide you want cinnamon and cranberry, if you order the 240 here and then you order the 240 in the cinnamon, this is not going to be $49. It's going to be $29.90, or as you said, $39 a bottle. bottle.
You save an extra $20 when you put the two together.
So the smallest one, if you order two together, we're going to take another $5 off. The 60 cap size, if you order both together, we're going to take another $7 off. The 120 cap size, if you order both, we're going to take another $12 off. And then this is where the big saving comes in. You're going to get $20 off if you get, so most of us are going to stock up on our 240s today because that's huge.
And it's a product that what I would highly recommend, and I'll speak about each of these ingredients, but what I highly recommend is read the reviews, or even go online and look into the research on cinnamon bark extract or cranberry extract. Cinnamon bark extract in terms of blood sugar metabolism, in terms of glucose metabolism, insulin metabolism. This is an ingredient that the first that was given the respect that it deserves in terms of that property. But and we'll talk about berberine. Maybe we'll do, I don't know if I have, maybe get a graphic almost of berberine at the bottom. Because berberine is another ingredient we have that berberine also offers support in terms of, and that's a very recent, because cinnamon, the research has been coming out for about 7 or 8 years. We introduced our cinnamon product about 3 or 4 years ago. Berberine is something we introduced just over a year ago.
Oh, interesting.
So we'll hopefully get the graphic up for that.
Yeah, we'll pop that up for you at the bottom of the screen. You can order that.
But then of course cranberry. We've known about cranberry for a long time, but I'm not sure if everyone realizes the extent to which cranberry has been exposed or been subjected to study, to medical study, clinical study, demonstrating that it actually works. And not only does it work in terms of the health of our bladder, kidneys, urinary tract, but they actually know why and how it works. And I always say that when it comes to science, it's not sufficient in my mind to just observe something. When it comes to science, you need to observe something and you need to understand and attribute a mechanism to how it's working. And with cranberry, they know exactly how it works in terms of creating a less friendly environment, say, for the attachment of certain types of pathogenic bacteria. But cranberry is something, the research is abundant, and if we want to drink cranberry juice, what does it end up being? It's about 140 calories a cup.
Jeez. And those are sugar calories.
Yeah, that's 35 grams of sugar.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the sugar is added because cranberry is just so bitter. And because most cranberry doesn't taste like grapes. Cranberry, unfortunately, is very bitter. And cranberry juice, yes, you can get the benefits from good cranberry juice, but you're going to be consuming probably hundreds and hundreds of calories of sugar every day.
There we go. So again, I want to remind you, as you call in to order, if you get one of each in the same size. So if you get 2 of the 240s, you know, depending on the size you get, if you get 2 240s, we're going to take another $20 off that purchase. So instead of it being $49 a bottle, it's coming out to $39 a bottle. If you go with the smallest size, you're going to get an extra $5 off if you order both. If you're going to get that second size, the 60 cap, we're going to take $7 off your order if you order both in that size. And then if you do the 120, we're going to take $12 off if you order both in that size. And because a lot of us love and take these products, you have to take a minute to go read the reviews. The Cranberry Benefits, the average review is 4.8 out of perfect 5. And when you read from the women who talk about the urinary tract benefits, and men too, the urinary tract benefits of taking this cranberry, it is unbelievable. Most of us just take it daily as just a way to just keep everything healthy in that area, and it really, truly does help. So if you deal with UTIs, you really want to try Andrew's Cranberry Benefits because it works. It's fantastic. And again, if you have a minute, go read. There's something like, gosh, there's 500 reviews. Of that, 438 are perfect 5. So people love that product. And then the cinnamon is another one that there's so many cool things to talk about with that cinnamon. I mean, if you want to keep your blood sugar levels within the normal ranges, there's so many great things to talk about. And again, look at the average review there is, what did we say? A 4.7 out of perfect 5-star also on the cinnamon. So it's a chance for you. And when we talk about the cinnamon, this is not the same as putting cinnamon on your toast in the morning. This is standardized cinnamon extract. This is high potency cinnamon that's going to really deliver some results that you notice.
It's standardized for the specific ingredient that's been identified as beneficial in terms of supporting the healthy blood sugar metabolism. What I was going to do, I haven't read any reviews yet for anything. So just read a couple of reviews. I grabbed some from cranberry at the top here, and then cinnamon after. So It's Cranberry Benefits. I truly love this product so far. I've just been using it for 2 short months and have not had a UTI since starting it. I was having problems often and the cranberry juice was not effective. Give it a try. I am my mom's caregiver, and her nurse told me to start her on the cranberry capsules to avoid so much sugar in cranberry juice. Plus, it helps prevent UTIs in elderly persons. Andrew Lessman's products are top quality and well worth the money. Working great. My mom told me about this product as I'm very prone to UTIs. I started taking these in November of last year, and so far they have worked great. I've not had any problems with recurrent UTIs since I started taking this product. My mom has been using Andrew Lessman's vitamins for years now, and she has me sold. I have since purchased her Essential One and his Essential One and liver antioxidants as well. Thank you for a great product that is working.
That's what's happening. We moms, my daughter-in-law, Christy, she is a huge now vitamin taker thanks to you and thanks to the fact that we moms, I mean, really, we are turning our daughters on and our sons on to, you know, a road to better health by educating them a little bit about Andrew's products. Well, it's great. I love hearing reviews
and even
like that.
Not just my products. We've known this for a long time at my company. I've been doing this for 38 years. But the most influential person in a household in terms of healthy decisions, in terms of potentially consuming vitamins, it's not to be sexist, it's a good thing, it's the woman in the household. Women tend to have a more serious perspective and a greater focus on health than men. And so oftentimes it's up to the women in our lives to determine if we're going to be taking those first steps, those initial steps. And certainly with cranberry, it's not a drug or a medicine. All cranberry does is cranberry creates a healthy environment. And a healthy environment tends to be less likely to be prone to problems and issues. And that's what we read over and over in the reviews on this product. And this is not something that we discovered. The clinical science and research has been out there for decades. The traditional medical view on cranberry and the health of the urinary tract, that's been out there for literally centuries.
And I know